Hey guys, my name is Eden. I'm the owner of Wellicy.com, and this is going to be my wine tasting partner today.
And I am Niky.
And we're going to be reviewing Gary Vaynerchuk's brand new direct-to-consumer winery, Empathy Wines. On this episode, we're going to be reviewing the Rosé. Empathy Wines has this incredible subscription service where you sign up and you get 3 bottles of wine each month for one low flat price.
Wow.
And on this round, we got 3 bottles of the Empathy Wines Rosé. Looking pretty good. And so then on the next round of deliveries, we're going to get 3 bottles of red and then 3 bottles of the white. So I'm really excited to have the opportunity to review those in future videos. But today, Niky and I are going to be specifically reviewing Empathy Wines Rosé. You know, the overall packaging is absolutely phenomenal. It's very simple, but it's an absolutely stunning looking design. And you know, right on the box it says you got empathy, so the second you open it, you know, you just feel warm and welcoming. You know, you just want to open the bottle and just dig into Empathy Wines. So all right, so Niky, go ahead and pour. Oh, Niky, all right, I'll pour myself a little glass right here. All right. The overall color looks very beautiful and nice, little you know, pink rosé coloring that you would expect from most rosés out there. However, being as this is Gary Vaynerchuk's wine, I have some high hopes for it.
Yes, I do as well.
I do. So what do you get when you first smell it?
I get the citrus. More of the citrusy.
Yep. I do get a like sweet, like a sort of like a watermelon sort of flavor. I get that. The overall smell is it's a very fruity smelling rosé, and I do like that. And to be completely honest, guys, I am not the biggest wine drinker.
And I like mostly sweet wines. Not a huge wine drinker, but if it tastes good, I definitely will drink it.
And if it gives you some good effects, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. So, smell fantastic, very fruity smell. Now let's go ahead and give this a little taste.
That's really good. I get the strawberry and the...
I do get like a floral, like sort of a little rosy taste in there.
Do you? I don't get
like a
the
little
flower.
like a flowery taste. Definitely strawberry.
I get
the strawberry is definitely lingering around, and I actually really like that. Like, when I drink most wines, when I drink it, like, it kind of makes me like my face pucker.
Yeah.
It's just very like harsh
and sour.
And but I don't get this. This is a very fruity flavor all around from start to finish.
And it's a light flavor.
Yeah, and
it's not too harsh or anything. So that's
and I mean, you know, I did get sort of that florally taste. You said you didn't really get it, but most of the time, I think that's what I mostly taste in wines.
Is flower.
Is the floral kind of natural taste, and I think that's what kind of turns me off of it. But I mean, like, that floral taste is quickly replaced with like notes of strawberry, a very
strawberry and the watermelons.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And on the flavor card, inside the Empathy Wines box, it'll show you, Gary did a wonderful job showing what you would basically get from the smell of it, and then also kind of the aftertaste. And on the card, it does mention pineapple on there. I don't really get much of the pineapple. Yeah, the pineapple flavoring.
Right, I agree.
But all right, let's give it another sip. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yep, cheers. I see why Empathy Wines and Gary Vaynerchuk chose to send the rosé for kind of the spring and summer months.
Absolutely. This is something I would totally drink,
absolutely.
Like poolside,
yeah,
on the beach.
I was going to say, yeah,
relaxing.
I can imagine myself sitting, you know, poolside with the Empathy Wines rosé and really just having a great day, just hanging out with friends, listening to music, you know, maybe grilling a little bit. But overall, the rosé from Empathy Wines, I would definitely enjoy this sitting poolside or on vacation.
I agree. Absolutely. This is something that I would Totally.
And I mean, you can see, like, I honestly keep drinking this because it is actually, it's an enjoyable wine. It's or enjoyable rosé, and
How much have you drank?
I've drank about half this cup.
Same.
So Niky's she'll probably be finishing the rest of the bottle before the end of this video. So
possibly.
Overall, what would you rate? Just off the initial taste, what would you rate that on a flavor scale? Yes.
From the other rosés that I have tasted, it's definitely hands down better than the one that
other ones.
The other one. So I would say probably an 8.5.
8.5. So this compared to the other wine, it's a world of a difference and so much better. I'm gonna have to give that a 7.8 out of 10 for my flavor. Mine's a little less because I'm just not a wine guy. But I could definitely. I will be finishing off the rest of this box from Empathy Wines, so I'm really looking forward to actually trying the white and the red wine from Empathy Wines.
That you get monthly?
Yep, we'll get it monthly, and it's high quality wine that actually tastes good.
That tastes good, and then the packaging is very
The packaging is phenomenal, and I just love, right when you open the box, you get so much information. Gary did a phenomenal job basically showing you where exactly where the rosé is sourced from. It gives you a great kind of flavor card to show you initially what to expect. So overall, I think Empathy Wines knocked the kind of wine box delivery service out of the park with this one.
Agree.
So
absolutely,
I'm really looking forward to now leading into combining our Wellicy CBD oil, the 4 flavors and the 1 unflavored option, to pair it with the rosé from Empathy Wines to really kind of see how those kind of pair with the fruit flavors of the rosé.
Effects of wine.
Exactly. Wine. Most people really enjoy wine after a long, hard day sitting in the bath for its relaxation benefits, and
absolutely,
we all know that CBD is highly used for its relaxation benefits.
Absolutely.
So, guys, I look forward to reviewing the Wellicy CBD oil with the Empathy Wines Rosé later on in this video. If you guys are interested in, taking advantage of the wine delivery service from Empathy Wines, you can sign up now at www.empathywines.com. And again, guys, that's www.empathywines.com. If you don't even want to think about ever having to go to the liquor store for a party or anything, each month you'll have 3 bottles of high-quality wine delivered right to your door from Empathy Wines. All right, so if you do want to, mix CBD with your nightly glass of wine while you're relaxing, you can do it one of 2 ways. You can either drop our Wellicy CBD oil directly into the wine glass, or you can drop the Wellicy CBD oil directly under your tongue as a tincture and then take a swig of your wine. Today, Niky and I are going to be going the tincture route, where we're going to be dropping it under our tongue and then taking a sip of wine, and then reviewing the flavor combination, and then at the end we'll rate each one, and then you'll see which one we like the best. I'm sure we'll have differentiating opinions. Yes, absolutely. All right, so the very first flavor, since we did get a little bit of the strawberry notes on the aftertaste, I think we should mix the strawberry Wellicy CBD oil in there. So like this, we're going to be using the 250 milligram. The Wellicy CBD oil line is available in 250, 500, and 1,000. So go ahead, shake it up. It's good to go. And then serve yourself up a little bit of strawberry CBD oil.
Some strawberry. And then how long should I keep this under my tongue?
So with the wine, since you're going to be swigging it, I would put it in your tongue and hold it there for about 15 seconds. As you can see, Niky just dropped a little bit on her chin, so she's really excited about trying the Wellicy CBD oil. So I would do that, keep it in your mouth, and then take a sip before you swallow. Well, all right, let's see what Niky has to say about the Wellicy Strawberry CBD Oil paired with the rosé from Empathy Wines.
That is very good.
Well, there you go. The initial reaction was very, very good.
As I'm getting the CBD oil off my face.
So now I will do the exact same thing. I'll drop it under my tongue, fill up the dropper. Boom.
You look like you've done that a few times.
I've taken my fair share of CBD oil before. All right, so I'll hold it under there. All right. Still got the CBD oil under my tongue, in my mouth. Oh, wow.
See?
Wow.
Oh, wow, is what he got
It's,
there.
you know, so initially, you know, I don't really get, like, it's definitely it's fruity initially, but I really get the strawberry taste on the aftertaste, and, you know, that's when the Wellicy CBD oil, the strawberry, really begun to shine.
I agree.
Was as the wine, you know, and the CBD oil kind of mixed together in my mouth.
Agree.
That's when it started tasting absolutely phenomenal. What would you rate that on a scale of 1 to 10?
I would say probably a 9.
A 9? Yeah, see, I was going to put that right at an 8 for me. So Niky's a 9. I'm at an 8 for the strawberry.
I thought that was very good.
That was fantastic. And I'm glad we actually did the strawberry first because, I mean, it makes sense. If you get strawberry in the aftertaste.
Of the wine to do the
strawberry.
So
the next flavor from the Wellicy CBD oil line that we're going to review is
hopefully I will
going to be grape. We're going to be doing the grape.
This is my favorite.
This is the grape. Niky loves the grape. She uses it daily. She do you vape it or do you use it as a tincture?
As a tincture.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have known.
Yeah.
However,
it's like she's never practiced a tincture before, so I shook that up. So as always, guys, before you use your CBD oil, it's always recommended that you shake it up for about 10 to 15 seconds.
Can you tell them why?
Because, you know, if the CBD sits there, so the isolate crystals, those will begin to actually separate from the formulation, the PG and VG that are in there. So, you know, that's only, you know, if the bottle's sitting for, you know, a week, 2 weeks, it'll begin to separate. It won't really separate in a day or two. But, you know, just habit to get into is just to shake it up before you use it. All right, so Niky is doing the rosé from Empathy Wines with the Wellicy Grape CBD Oil now. What do you think about that?
I think I like that one better.
You like that better than the strawberry?
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
It really brings out the grapes in the wine.
Okay. Okay. Now I'm really excited.
Even think about
I
that.
guess, you know, wine is made from grapes, so, you know, it makes sense why you would love the grape.
Yeah. How come my wine glass is empty before yours?
As you can tell, she's more of a wine drinker than I am. I'm trying to be, you know, responsible. Niky's just going a little crazy. So, all right. So fill it up and drop it under my tongue. That grape is so good.
It's so good.
It tastes like a grape otter pop, is what it reminds me of. All right, so I'll let it sit in there for about 5 more seconds, okay? And then sip of my rosé from Empathy Wines.
Do you see what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
It really brings out the flavors of the
grapes. The flavors aren't clashing at all.
Which I thought that they probably
I thought they would because, you know, when you first taste it, you know, the orange or the mango taste with the watermelon and then a little bit of a sweet taste. And then the aftertaste, you know, a little bit of the pineapple, which I didn't really get, but the floral and then the strawberry. You know, that grape does not clash with those flavors at all.
It just brings out the flavor of the wine, and it just, you can taste the grapes.
I think it just enhances the overall experience of the wine and the taste of it.
I agree.
What would you rate that on your flavor
I think
scale?
that one I liked better than the strawberry, which I would probably 9.2.
9.2. Yeah, see, I as you know, the flavor kind of matured. I think I personally like the strawberry a little bit better. But, you know, I gave the strawberry an 8. The grape, you know, I'm going to have to put that at a 7.8. So it's right underneath it. I was just really kind of worried that grape was going to throw off the entire flavor profile of the rosé.
Yeah, it didn't.
Phenomenal. All right, so the next flavor we're going to be trying with Empathy Wines is going to be the Wellicy Blueberry CBD Oil. And, you know, if you guys can't tell by now, our entire line is fruit flavors. So, you know, like a fruity wine, such as this rosé from Empathy Wines, it really makes sense that these would go so well together.
And then they pair very well together.
Absolutely. So, all right, as always, shake it up, guys. I will pass this bottle of Wellicy Blueberry CBD Oil onto Niky. And let's see how this one matches up to the other 2 flavors that we've already reviewed. All right. There you go. Drop it under there. And you know, you guys, if you're mixing it with your wine, all you really have to do is you just drop it in there, and you know, you can hold that wine kind of in your mouth for about 5 to 10 seconds. The reason why we tell you to hold it under your tongue is because there's sublingual glands under your tongue. So by letting the CBD oil sit there, it's actually being absorbed directly into your bloodstream that way. What do you think about the blueberry?
It's good.
So based off your initial reaction, you like the other two better?
I do like the other two better. It didn't clash. It just wasn't the powerful, flavorful.
Like it didn't enhance or it didn't really blend.
Right.
Or enhance the current flavors of the wine.
Yeah, and it didn't clash with it, but to me it didn't.
It wasn't as enjoyable as the other ones. Mm-hmm. So basically, if you only had to choose between these three flavors, you would choose the grape or the grape or the strawberry.
Yep. Yeah, okay. I think I would do the grape.
All right. So now let me see what I have to say about this. All right. Well, what would you rate that on?
I would say that one is probably an 8.0.
An 8? Okay. Mm-hmm. That's still not bad.
It's not. It wasn't bad.
Mm-mm. Okay.
It wasn't like the flavor was bad or anything like that. Mm-hmm. It just didn't
let it sit there.
Explode in my mouth like the other two did. Do you see?
Yeah, it's honestly like it's kind of muted.
That's
by the wine. Like the aftertaste, the fruity flavors in the aftertaste of the Empathy Wines Rosé, definitely really overpowers that blueberry.
Right.
It's honestly like it's muted. Like I didn't really get to.
It wasn't an explosion like the strawberry.
I mean, it blended. I could definitely taste the blueberry, but it wasn't like I could pinpoint like, oh my goodness, there's the blueberry,
Like we could the grape and the strawberry.
Exactly. Out of the three we've reviewed, that's my least favorite. I'm going to have to put that at a 6.5 for me. Not horrible, but I was really expecting a little more of a flavor explosion.
There you go. I agree.
All right, so the next flavor of the Wellicy CBD Oil line that we're going to be mixing with the rosé from Empathy Wines is going to be the Wellicy Apple CBD Oil. Now, it's not a red apple, guys. It's a juicy green apple.
A little bit more tart,
It reminds me of a green apple Jolly Rancher, honestly.
Okay.
So, shake it up. I'll pass the Wellicy Apple.
Which one of the Wellicy flavors is your favorite?
Out of all the 4 flavors and 1 unflavored, I've personally been digging the strawberry mixture, honestly. And lately I've even been mixing the even strawberry and grape combo. Really weird pair, but trust me, it's absolutely phenomenal. All right. As you can see, Niky's just letting the CBD oil absorb. And, what you can do to really mix the flavors is once you take a sip of that wine with the CBD oil in your mouth, you could swish it around a little bit, and that'll help, kind of mix up the flavors. What do you think of the apple?
That was not very good.
That was not very good?
No.
So that was probably your least favorite then. You like that less than the blueberry?
I do.
Yeah.
To me, it kind of made it taste a little bit perfumey.
Okay.
And I'm not exactly sure why.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, like, I've had drinks before. I totally know what you're
I'm
saying about the
perfumey
taste. I'm curious to see. I hope I don't get that because, perfumey doesn't sound, I want to smell that. I don't want to taste it.
Taste it, right.
So, all right, so the Wellicy Apple CBD Oil, let's see.
Now, the Wellicy Apple itself is really good.
Tastes very good.
And then the wine by itself was very good, but mixing the two, it was a little bit perfumey to me.
Let's see.
Are you getting that perfumey a little bit too?
Definitely. Before I even swallowed, as I was swishing it around in my mouth, I could feel like it's almost like the perfumey levels were elevating.
Right, and I wonder if that is a little bit of the flower taste. It's just enhancing the rose flavor in the wine.
That might be because, like the apple, like each one of these flavors may be kind of pairing with the different taste of the Empathy Wines Rosé. So then that's what can result in what we're actually tasting.
Absolutely.
And I mean, It was perfumey. I did absolutely, like, when I swallowed it, I was able to still taste the green apple all the way.
Were you? See, and I wasn't.
You weren't. So
no,
it makes,
to
like...
me, I would say that it was probably a 6.
A 6? I mean, honestly, like, out of the other 3 flavors that we've reviewed, that one's now my least favorite.
I agree.
You know, so I'm gonna have to put that one at a. It's gonna be a 6. A 6 out of 10.
6.0.
Yeah,
the same.
A
Yeah.
6. So, it's not my favorite, but you know, flavor is very subjective.
Very
so
subjective.
I would urge you, you know, even if you have a bottle of Empathy Wines Rosé at home, and then whatever flavor of the Wellicy CBD oil you have at home, I would urge you to
definitely
try it. You know, whether you're dropping it in your glass directly and sipping it slowly, or dropping it under your tongue. You know, dropping it into your glass would be an easier way to, you know, gradually consume your dose of CBD.
Right.
Rather than, you know, like, because you probably could have put a full milliliter in into your wine glass, whereas Niky and I, each time we were sipping the wine, we were doing a full dropper, so which is a milliliter. So you know, each time, since we were doing the 250, we're getting about 8.3 milligrams of CBD. Yes. So, you know, Niky and I are actually starting to feel very, very good.
Very relaxed.
Relaxed. I do want to touch on that, though. You know, wine is very well known for its relaxation benefits. I mean, how often do you go home and sit in the bath and drink a cup of wine?
Very often.
Very often. There we go. I don't do that as much, but you know,
really?
Millions of people go home and relax with a nice glass of wine. And you know, CBD is phenomenal for relaxation benefits among a many host of other benefits, but the relaxation benefits of CBD paired with the relaxation benefits of wine, I think it's honestly a match made in heaven.
I agree.
Especially if you were taking a bath.
Oh my gosh.
It's a 3-peat right there, you know?
Oh my gosh. A bath with a candle
it's
and a
phenomenal.
CBD bath bomb.
Phenomenal. So, all right, well, we're on to the very last flavor from the Wellicy CBD Oil line. But before, I think it's time to top off our glasses with some more rosé from Empathy Wines. All right.
Can you fill
Look,
mine up?
you want me to fill? All right, I'll fill yours up. All right. I guess Niky takes a little bigger sip, so I'll give her a little bit more. All right. So the last flavor, well, I guess it's not really a flavor. It's the Wellicy Unflavored CBD Additive. But I did want to, you know, review this with the Empathy Wines Rosé. I just want to let you guys know it does not have a flavor associated to it. So, all right. So, Wellicy Unflavored CBD Additive, as always, just like in the other 4 flavors that we reviewed, this one is also in a 250 milligram. So, we'll crack the bottle open. It's open for you.
And on this one, we are not going to tincture it.
Yep, this one, yeah, honestly, if you have the Wellicy Unflavored CBD Additive, I would highly recommend that you just drop it directly into your wine glass, because like I said, it doesn't have a flavor to it, so it's not going to alter the taste.
Oh, did you see?
So, all right. Oh, yeah, see, it looks a little bit, so I'll drop a full dropper in there.
I did the same.
Okay. Shake it up. So as you'll see, guys, in Niky's glass, it does get a little, you know,
cloudy.
Cloudy, I guess you could say. And mine too. You know, I think that's just, you know, the alcohol.
Isolate?
Yeah, the alcohol mixing, or not really mixing with, you know, the isolate and also the PG and VG, which are the carriers inside of the oil. So, all right, we'll mix it up. I love the fruity scents that I get when I smell the Empathy Wines Rosé. It's very, very refreshing. And I'm a huge fruit guy.
Same.
Like, so, all right, let's give this a try.
It doesn't alter the taste or the flavor.
No, it tastes just like it did when Niky and I first tasted the rosé from Empathy Wines.
I agree.
And so, I mean, if you're not sure if you're one of these the other 4 flavors from the Wellicy CBD oil is going to mix well with it, you know, you could do the tincture route so you don't ruin a full glass of wine, or you could just go right to the unflavored additive and drop it right in, and then you don't have to worry about it altering the taste at all, because this is just 110% Empathy Wines Rosé as they wanted it to taste. So it's phenomenal.
Very good.
So, I mean, you know, we can't really rate the flavor because it doesn't have a flavor. It
doesn't alter the flavor.
But overall, you're more of a wine drinker than I am. on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate the Empathy
wine?
wines? Yep,
it
rosé.
is very good. I have tried some rosés, and very recently, when I was on a cruise, and this is by far superior to that.
I think you tried, it was a celebrity's wine, wasn't it?
It was a celebrity's wine.
And you weren't a fan of it.
I was not. Okay. And I am very much a fan of that celebrity, so I was very sad. Yeah. But this by far exceeds that. I would definitely, this is something that I would purchase.
So then I'll probably have to give Niky the extra bottle of the rosé for helping me out today so she can go home and relax.
I think I would.
I think
I'm going to relax anyways this evening.
As you guys can see, I said this at the very beginning of the video. I am not a wine drinker, but as you can see, I'm still sitting here sipping on the wine.
He's on his second glass.
I'm on my second glass, sitting here just sipping it, and it's actually really, really enjoyable. You know, it's hard for me because I'm not a huge wine drinker. But, you know, on the overall flavor of it, and just the experience, you know, most wine I'd give it 0. But, you know, for the rosé from Empathy Wines, you know, I'm going to have to give that an 8.0. For me, I do really enjoy that wine or this rosé, I guess.
Absolutely. I would have to say, you know, I don't know if my scales are a little bit higher than yours, but I definitely would give it a 9.0.
And I mean, she's more of a seasoned wine drinker than I am.
I would say so.
Yeah, I would say so.
I would say so. And, you know, I mean, for him being able to continue to drink it and...
Yeah, and as you can see, it's a little cloudy, you know, especially when you get to the bottom of the wine glass. The cloudiness from the Wellicy Unflavored CBD Additive.
Is that the isolate?
Yeah, so it's a combination of the isolate and then the propylene glycol and the vegetable glycerin, which are the carrying agents in that. Okay. Which are... food quality ingredients, so they're safe to consume, and I mean you can also vape them, but they're safe ingredients, food safe ingredients, and you know the CBD is you know, grown in the USA, and it's 100% natural. Right. So, I mean, you know, I really think combining, you know, if anything, you know, there's a long list of benefits for CBD in addition to wine. That's coming out. Right. But you know, a lot of people use wine for the relaxation benefits. So if anything, you should definitely combine the Empathy Wines Rosé, enjoy those relaxation benefits from that, with the Wellicy CBD Oil line, so then you get a kind of two-pronged approach for relaxation. Absolutely. It's a win-win.
I think that this evening that we're both going to be fairly relaxed.
I mean, I'm going to take this bottle home and I'll probably finish it with my girlfriend. So, I mean, it'll be a good night. But I wanted to thank Empathy Wines. You know, they didn't send us this. This is not a paid promotion. We went out and actually bought the Empathy Wines package on our own. So it's been a true pleasure to actually be able to do kind of the first of its kind video, and by pairing wine with CBD. So thank you, Empathy Wines, for allowing us to you know, review your phenomenal rosé. Absolutely. We look forward to reviewing the white wine and then the red wine. So keep an eye out for some future videos. I am, of course, Eden, and this is my good co-host,
Niky.
And we will see you guys on the next video. Later, guys.
Bye.